How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys a super powerful high difficulty melee setup that you guys could be using right now in Back 4 Blood just after the big update. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are in the deck building menu in Back 4 Blood. This is going to be the complete deck list, so if you guys are just looking to copy and paste the deck, now is your time to do so. But for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to be talking about why every card is in the deck and what role it plays and just everything like that. Now, ever since the big update came and card order doesn't matter and we just get all 15 right at once, I actually like to organize my decks when I'm making them, and I recommend that you guys do the same thing, and it's going to make talking about this deck just a lot easier because I have most of the cards broken down into certain categories. Now, the first category is going to be all of the meth head effects, which are going to be effects that make us swing faster and use less stamina than normal to swing, so that way we can swing faster and swing longer. And in these slots we have meth head, obviously, which says each melee swing grants 5% melee speed and 5% melee stamina efficiency for 6 seconds, stacking up to 10 times, and our melee attacks are no longer going to stick into tough enemies, but it disables our ADS. We also have brazen, which is going to give us 15% melee stamina efficiency and 20% melee attack speed, and we have slugger as the last one, which gives us 5 health and 10% melee stamina efficiency and 20% melee attack speed. Now, the reason that we have all these is because when you're playing a melee deck, you are going to thrive when you kill common infected above special infected. Like, it's just going to do more for your team if you just focus down the common and then let the rest of your team deal with all the special infected. Now, the reason being is because no one can clear just an absolutely absurd amount of common like a melee deck can with cards like Slugger, Brazen, and Method, especially if you use things like a baseball bat or a machete. Those are the two that I would honestly recommend you guys use for this build. I would stay completely away from the fire axe. I think that weapon is just absolutely terrible right now, and I think the hatchet is honestly, like, it's okay. My only problem with the hatchet is I just don't like how much damage you can do to your teammates by accidentally hitting them, and I feel like the hitbox isn't as big on the hatchet, thus I kill less every single time I swing, which obviously isn't where I want to be because my main focus isn't on killing the special infected. My main focus is on killing the common. That's why I'm not a big fan of the fire axe or the hatchet right now, but I do recommend you guys use the bat and the machete. Now, the next category that we have is going to be everything in the deck that is having to do with our stamina bar, because with us being a melee build, the stamina bar is obviously a very, very important part. It is essentially just our ammo stash. Now, to start off this category, we have Adrenaline Field, which is going to say when we kill an enemy, we gain 5 stamina instantly, and we get an additional 7 stamina over 7 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. We also have Rhythmic Breathing, which is going to give us plus 40% stamina. We have Cross Trainers, which is going to give us plus 20% stamina, 20% stamina regen, and 3% move speed and 5 health. We have Energy Bar, which is going to give us plus 30% stamina regeneration and 5 health. And to round it off, we have Natural Sprinter, which is going to give us plus 100% stamina regeneration with minus 50% maximum stamina as the downside. Now, the idea I was personally going for when I was building this deck and putting all of these cards in specifically is I really wanted to focus on stamina regeneration, because I always felt like that was a sort of big problem I had when I was playing the melee deck beforehand, and especially when card ordered mattered and stuff like that. I felt like there was just so many times where I was just stuck with no stamina, and I mean, a melee build with no stamina is pretty useless. So I wanted to play a bunch of cards like Energy Bar and Natural Sprinter that were really going to just maximize my stamina regeneration. And I mean, I get it, only getting half your stamina seems kind of bad, but I mean, when you're regenerating it at such a rate that we are, it kind of doesn't matter, because we also have Adrenaline Field, which is going to be giving us a combined 12 stamina every single time we kill any sort of common infected. And Adrenaline Field doesn't say we have to kill them with a melee weapon either, which also makes this card a lot more versatile in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, there could be a few times where you don't have any stamina and then, you know, pull out your primary weapon and just, you know, shoot a few common infected and get your stamina back. So that also brings up another good point, is you actually want to switch to your primary weapon actually kind of often in this build. I did forget to mention this in the beginning because I didn't really talk about what your objectives for the deck are supposed to be like, but you are going to want to switch to your primary weapon a good amount to help your team out with the special infected. Now, if the situation comes up and they're special infected and you have the option to either pull your weapon out and shoot them or to run at them with the melee weapon, if you have both of those options, you always just want to pull out your primary weapon and just give supporting fire onto that mutation to help your team out. Because honestly, more than likely, you're not going to need to help them out that much, because this build should just be able to deal with pretty much all the common to the point where your 3 other teammates can just focus down on the mutations for you. But you just always want to keep that in the back of your head. You never want to get super aggressive on the mutations, because there's just so many different things that can go wrong. You can get caught by a crusher, you can get hit with an exploder, you know, I'm sure hawkers and stalkers are going to catch you before you catch them. There's just so many things that could possibly go wrong. All right, and the last category that, you know, I kind of, you know, organized this thing into is just the damage aspect of it. We haven't really went over any cards that are going to make our melee swings harder, and a lot of cards actually got some changes, so it actually makes this deck a lot better than what it used to be. And to start off, we got Berserker, which says each melee kill grants 5% melee damage, 5% melee speed, and 5% move speed for 3 seconds. Now up next we got Mean Drunk, which was one of the cards that got reworked with the update that just happened, and beforehand this card disabled our sprint as a downside, which made the card completely just abysmal and just unplayable in every facet. But now it only gives us plus 40% melee damage, and our melee attacks cause cleave through enemies, dealing damage in a large area. We got Spiky Bits, which is going to give us plus 20 melee damage and plus 20% damage resistance while using a melee weapon, but minus 15% ammo capacity as the downside. Up next we got Heavy Hitter, which is also another card that got reworked with the update, and it says melee hits always stumble ridden the first time they are hit. This effect can only occur once per target. Now, Heavy Hitter is kind of one of the reasons that you can acceptably 1v1 mutations when the opportunity comes, or if your teammates are getting grabbed by a crusher or something like that, you can actually use this to your advantage to just, you know, hurry up and hit them in the leg or something, stumble them. That way, you know, the crusher will let go of your teammate and you guys can just go back to business as normal. So obviously this card also does help, you know, having the ability to just auto stumble them the first time you touch them is obviously going to make most of the 1v1s against mutations that you have a lot easier, but I would still just not recommend you guys take the 1v1s if you have the option to. And I actually lied, there was one more category that I completely forgot about, and this is honestly just the most overpowered portion of the deck, is going to be our health regeneration, I guess if we can call it that, which is going to be Battle Lust, which says melee kills heal 1 health and 0.1 trauma per kill, and we have Face Our Fears, which is going to heal 1 temporary health whenever we kill a ridden within 2.5 meters, which essentially says whenever we melee a zombie, we get 1 temp health. Battle Lust has been just an absolute all-star while I've been playing with it. I mean, I know the 0.1 trauma doesn't seem like a whole lot, but trust me, when you guys are put on common patrol and you guys are killing, you know, 60, 70 common infected per mission, I mean, that's going to turn into a lot of trauma that you guys are going to recover over time, and it's going to make it so you as the melee player are just completely self-sustainable, because it doesn't matter if you know, endure trauma damage, regular damage, it doesn't matter, because you're going to be getting regular and temporary health every single kill, and you are going to be making slight progress towards your trauma bar. And you're not going to be taking on the mutations where you can only get, like, you know, 1 kill in a big fight. No, you guys are going to be, you know, the primary killing stuff. You guys are going to be the common killers. So this was something that I was noticing was extremely potent in my games, and I was pretty much never under like 150 health like the entire time. And lastly, to round off the deck, we have Energy Drink, which is going to give us plus 15% stamina, 25% weapon swap speed, and 15% move speed while firing, and slow resistance. Now, I put this in here for 2 reasons. One, it gives us more stamina, and I like to just kind of put in as much stamina as we can because of Natural Sprinter, taking away half of it, and of the weapon swap speed. That's the second reason I played this, because, I mean, you guys switch your weapons like a reasonable amount, especially if you're doing what I said earlier, and, you know, you pull out your shotgun, your LMG, something like that, to help with the mutations whenever you see them, especially if you see them from afar, rather than just trying to run up and melee them. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me any deck changes that you guys would make. And as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with. So if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you guys in the next video.